In 1889, a man named Wovoka, who was a Paiute in Nevada, had a vision which said that if people would dance and follow his teachings, that there would be peace and perhaps there would be some restoration of their earlier life, their pre-reservation life. It was called the Ghost Dance, and it brought people together to dance, to sing, to celebrate as a source of unity, but also with some hope as well.
They would dance, go into trances. They would see these things. They would see their loved ones coming back. They would see maybe visions of bison coming back. That scared the government. That scared white people, actually. They could see them gaining strength with this. And that's why they stopped it, basically.
You had a new religious movement that was expanding across the reservation. Unfortunately, at Pine Ridge, you had a newly appointed agent who was very fearful of an uprising, who had all sorts of wild ideas about Indians, and who essentially panicked and called for the army to come.
Indians are dancing and are wild and crazy. We need protection, and we need it now. Nothing short of 1,000 troops will stop this dancing.
Within a few days, Army unit arrived, and of course this just raised the tension level. The agent at the Standing Rock Sioux Reservation, which was the home of Sitting Bull, was afraid that Sitting Bull might lead some kind of an uprising. And so he dispatched policemen to arrest Sitting Bull. They tried to come and take him before dawn in his cabin. He stood up, pulled away, and he was killed, shot down. This then set off even more panic among other leaders of other reservation communities in this area. Bigfoot feared that he too would be arrested, and so he led his band from Cheyenne River south to Pine Ridge, where he thought he'd be safe. On the night of December 28th, 1890, they met a troop of soldiers who told them that if they would camp at Wounded Knee Creek, they would be safe. In the course of the evening, the U.S. Army troops took up positions on the hills surrounding this depression, this low area along the creek bed, and the next morning announced that they would be required to give up their weapons. In the course of disarming this troop, one man resisted, a shot was fired, and before anyone could say anything, pandemonium broke out. Within a few minutes, the battlefield essentially was filled with bodies of Sioux people.
And it was devastating to understand that the women and children were killed and old people that were sick were killed with no concern over their humanism. It's a very bitter story.
Charles Eastman was an educated Sioux physician, and he said in his autobiography, the events at Wounded Knee were deeply disappointing to someone who had put his trust in civilization. I think Wounded Knee broke his heart, and I think for many Indian people, this was such a crime and such a terrible act of violence that it was something that they really never forgot.
The nation's hoop is broken and scattered. There is no center any longer, and the sacred tree is dead.